Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Box. Today we're going to actually be getting a sneak peek at a new release pack from a Reallusion content developer. The content developer we're looking at is 3D Foin, which makes some really good fantasy type characters. You've seen them on the content store before. They've rolled out, and they also have their own store as well, where they do sell their models itself. But on Reallusion, there's going to be packs coming out, and one of the packs we're going to focus on is a pack from them called the Orc Pack, and it comes with 6 characters, I believe. And again, we're fortunate enough that we're getting a sneak peek at the pack as a whole. Now, some of these characters have been shown on the forums themselves in pictures and individually, but this will be done as an actual full complete pack. So you can see I've put the 6 characters that are going to be forming up the pack itself. So we have the 3D Foin Gargoyle, which is this lovely character over here. As you can see, the mock-up of it is quite good when you look at the wings and the body type itself. We've got a genie, which is a really cool character that has the actual translucent bottom part to his body, so no legs. Very ethereal looking. We've got the regular goblin, which is this fine little fellow over here. And we've got the goblin assassin, which is a little bit of a bigger version, a little bit more sculpted. And then we've got the Sabertooth, which is a really cool tiger-like character. And last but not least in the pack is the Soul Eater, which is this very alien-like character that you see here. So 6 characters in all in the pack as a whole. I don't have pricing on the pack as of yet, but we'll talk a little bit about the characters themselves. So the characters load obviously in your avatar kit. They are not G5 based, so if you try to apply an animation to them from a stock Reallusion animation, you'll see that it will not work for those types of characters because they're not compatible. So they're not based on the actual G5 base, they're based on a different platform, creature base, I believe they're called. But that being said, each of the individual characters, as you'll see here in your motion section under 3D Foin, so it's nicely they're located in the same spot, you have the folders for each character, and each character has a set of its own animations that you can work with. So we'll take a look at the Gargoyle first. As you can see here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different animations that we can look at for the character as a whole. So these are loopable animations. As you'll see, there's a standard walk. We've got a stand. I'm going to run through them all here for you. And a look around, just so that you can see that the actual quality of... Oh, I've got my other guy coming into the stage here. I'll stop him from moving around. So you've got very solid animations already applied that you can do a whole bunch with the character, even though they do not have existing G5 capability. Again, the animations that ship with the actual character are fairly robust and should give you a pretty good ability to piece together all kinds of different options should you so choose. Again, I'm just going through all the different versions here of the different options that they have listed for fighting, attack sequences, and whatnot. So those come ship with the actual character. Now, that being said, all of these characters do have the motion layer, which, as you can see there, they have their bone system. So all of those become give you the ability to edit. So you can create your own animations. I'm just going to show you by grabbing a bone and giving you kind of a look for whatever you may want to do with the character. So pretty robust as far as creating your own motions should you so choose. Again, might take a little bit of time if you're working it out, but with the ability to do it, you're not limited to just the what ships in the package itself. So that's very, very handy with the motions themselves. We'll take a look at the Soul Heater. Same type of thing. You've got all kinds of standard kind of game options, standard attack sequences, cast magic, death scenes, and then usually an idle and some form of a basic walk or a run movement. So again, we apply that to the character, and we'll see that they actually have a motion itself as well as an idle. So you've got a base of scenarios that you can work with within the confines of the character itself. We'll roll over to the Goblin. Again, absolutely the same thing. You've got your attack sequences because these characters really are game ready type characters. So if you are a game developer, really good option for you to utilize as far as what you get. So when you're looking at the actual characters in the pack itself, as you see, you get the whole movement with the character. Goblin, the Goblin Assassin that we'll slide over to. Again, same type of thing. They have their own attacks, death sequences, movement sequences, idle sequences. Genie, which is again a bit of a unique character in that you can see that he doesn't have, actually I'll pull him up to the front for you. He doesn't have the legs themselves. He has this ethereal lower body, but you can see the different effects that can apply with him. For him, there's a really nice movement for him to appear, and again, very magical sort of scenario. He's got a fly that movement, again, really nice, great motion there. His top knot moves well as well with it. So all of these different scenarios that you have for the Genie, again, very, very solid character that you can do a lot with. And then last but not least, let me get Genie out of the way here. Last but not least, we've got our Sabertooth, which again is a pretty cool tiger looking character. The model itself has a really nice physicality to it, and of course you've got the movements that go along to it. Same thing, attacks, your deaths, your idols, jumps, regular movement type scenarios. Now, one of the things I want to talk about with the characters, if you look over on the scene manager side, all of these characters, including the Genie, are very, very low poly characters. So when you look at this, we've got the Gargoyles at 8,000, Genie's at 6,600, the Soul Eater 7,400, the Goblin one is at 5,400, Sabertooth's at 62, and the Goblin Assassin at 7,000. So these characters are, for the look of them, the quality that they have, are excellent considering the low poly nature of it. I'll come over and take a look at Sabertooth over here. So when we're looking at the actual character itself and take a look at the skin, you can see that we've got the default material, good solid bump map, good specular map. So if you wanted to adjust obviously coloring and whatnot, you can do different things with that. You could take it, even if you don't go outside of into an editor, you can do some different things if you wanted to adjust and play around with the look of the actual models themselves. But as a result, the bump then also gives it some good depth. So it's really good texturing on them that creates that nice, really nice imagery on all of the characters themselves. Again, take a look at the Genie, same thing. Really nice sculpted body. You can mess around with your specular colors, maybe put a glow onto his tail if you wanted to, something like that, something of that nature. But again, overall, because it's a sneak peek, we're not sure what it's going to be listed at. But I see, from what I see on his actual site in terms of his own pricing, I don't see that it wouldn't be worth the value if he's packaging them up into a nice kit. There's also some additional items that come with the characters. You'll see here some of them ship with different backgrounds. So in the 3D Foins folder, if we go into the 2D background itself for the Gargoyle character, which is again part of the pack, you'll notice some different backgrounds. This is different backgrounds, different texture maps of the character. They're listed as backgrounds, but you can in turn take them and apply them onto your character. So when you're seeing them there, again, I'm just showing you in the screen itself, you can see the different texture maps that all of those would be applied on your gargoyle as a texture, and it would then adjust the look of the texture as the character as a whole. Same thing for the genie. Again, different colorings that you'll see when I load the texture map. You've got a blue one, and then you've got a darker type of look for it. And the goblin, same thing. You've got a nice kind of bluish green hue. So those are listed in the 2D background. It's a good way to get I guess the extra texture maps in play versus having to set up some kind of separate thing and tell people where to find them. So if you're looking for different textures for your gargoyle, for your genie, for your goblin from this pack, you can find them in the 2D backgrounds. They're listed right there, nice and easy, and then you can just apply them directly onto your character itself. I'm not sure if there's props. We'll take a quick peek and see if there's anything listed. There is for the genie. The genie has a magic lamp prop, as you can see right there. So we'll load that up and take a look at that. Again, these are all included in the pack itself. Nice lamp. It's got a good look to it. I like it, nice and shiny. And we'll take a look and see if there's any accessories that go along with any of these characters. I'll take a quick look, and it doesn't look like there's any accessories that go along with them, but we'll check. So we have no accessories that are in the packs themselves. So just the props that we had, which is the genie map or lamp there. But again, even without any of that stuff, you can see that a lot of them have the weapons are attached as part of the models themselves. So really, really good pack. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to retail it for on the Re-Illusion site. I'm guessing that they're just putting it together right now because, again, we are getting a sneak peek. You can see that we have some of the characters that are already up there from this particular pack. The genie and the gargoyle exist, but they'll be bundled in with this other particular model. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see what it retails for. But from what I'm seeing, again, the characters with the animations pre-built, really, really solid. I'm looking forward to seeing the pack in its entirety. So thanks for watching, and I'm sure we'll pick it up in the next couple weeks and take a look at some of the other packs that are likely going to come out from this Content Developer 3D foil, which, like I said, excellent props, or characters, I should say, from where I stand. I really like the animations on them are nice and smooth. The texturing's great. So overall, job well done. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.